Well, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, no, your eyes do not deceive you. I am actually playing Morrowind. Right, so I got a bit of an sort of, this is embarrassing to admit, but I didn't actually realise how long ago I had made my last Morrowind video. I have to be completely honest with you, I've got like 4 series running at the minute, on and off, on this channel. I've got the whole other YouTube channel as well to deal with, and I've got Twitch on top of that, and on top of all that, I've got my other real-life stuff to do. I've been doing part-time work to help pay some bills. I've got my whole, you know, all that stuff I've discussed in other videos anyway. And I tell you the truth, in my head, for whatever reason, the last Morrowind video was about 3 weeks ago, and this is not even remotely close to true. I actually went back and had a look, and was like, when actually was the last Morrowind video? Because I was like, I'm going to record some. Except I can't remember where I was or what I was doing last time I played it. This is weird. So I went back and had a look, and yeah, the last video was like December last year. Like, holy shit. So I have like a huge, gigantic apology to make. Like, I know that I get a bit behind on my uploads from time to time, mostly just because of all the stuff I've already talked about. I'm getting back into it properly now, but this one very definitely slipped through the net. Like, I haven't done a Morrowind video since before I started doing Knights of the Old Republic ones, and for some reason in my head that was not the case. So yeah, a testament to the faultiness of human memory, if anything else. I don't know. So yeah, shit. Well, anyway, so that we better play some more Morrowind, huh? Because yeah, that's just, I'm sorry, it's just plain and fucking embarrassing. It really is. Like, even by my standards, this is, yeah. I'm so sorry. I really am. I'm really, really sorry. Yeah. This is probably why I need to come up with a schedule, but in a minute I'm trying to get a Twitch schedule sorted, and I can only schedule one thing at a time. I need to figure out how many hours in the day I've actually got free to do this stuff, you know? But anyway. Okay, so, a bit of a recap, because trust me, I had to go back and watch the previous video to remember what the hell was going on. A bit of a recap. We've been doing some Dark Brotherhood stuff. We've been running around killing lots of people, as you do. In the previous video, we actually went and killed a couple of people in Vivec. And we went and interrogated an Argonian owner who owns an enchanting shop, about a contact he has in the Dark Brotherhood, because, you know, Lalo over there, he wants to contact the Dark Brotherhood, I think, or whatever. And we went there, and we talked it out of him, and then we killed him in order to remove the loose end, and then we found a note, as well, just to back up what he'd already told us. Apparently there's a Khajiit in the foreign quarter called Srazami, or whatever, who's part of the Dark Brotherhood. Now, Eno basically said, well done, give yourself a pat on the back, very nice, now go off and deal with the rest of your writs. However, me, being the nosy sod that I am, or rather Fathers being the nosy sod that he is, fancies going to the foreign quarter to try and find this Khajiit. And if we find her, I don't really know, just talk to her, I guess. Purely out of curiosity, they may not even be there. We may go to speak to them and then have no dialogue options at all whatsoever, which is what I suspect might happen. And it may prove to be a complete waste of time, but I feel like I have been given this information, and I feel like I therefore might as well use it. I don't know, just as a sort of experiment, to be honest with you, just to see, Jesus Christ, it's dark in here, isn't it? Bloody hell. If I got that night eye ring somewhere here. I had changed my monitor settings since I last, there you are. That's a bit better, yeah. Since I last played Morrowind, and I'm finally beginning to see this whole, oh my god, everything is so dark issue people have been having. As I explained before, my monitor for some reason was stuck in this weird TV mode as opposed to like the full dynamic range of colours mode. So, very strange, but anyway, also it's the middle of the day and I've got a bright light coming right at me through the window right now. Right in the face, so that's not helping. So anyway, Yeah, I just kind of want to see whether anything will come of this if we actually go to the foreign quarter and have a look for this person. I'd be disappointed a bit if nothing came of it, but that's probably what's going to happen. But I just feel like, as a test of this game's depth, I want to go see if I can actually find the person and talk to them or whatever. Maybe get some extra info. Who knows? I'm lost at the minute though. I don't know where I am or where I'm going. Let's see. Need to go this way. So anyway, following that, we need to go to Dagon Fell, because that's where our next assassination writ, contractee, whatever you call it, is. I don't know the details of it, I'll have to check the journal, but what I also know is that Julan is in Alderun waiting for us somewhere. Again, I had to go back and check where the hell I'd left him. He's in Alderun waiting for us, and we can pick him up if we like. I don't know if I will or not, because he just seems to complain whenever we do Dark Brotherhood stuff. So I might just sort of go it alone, or I might drag the little sod along with me just because he is my, well, my minion, my servant, damn it. And he will come along and he will carry all of my things, for I am an old man. And that's what I have servants for. Damn him to hell if he has any complaints. So anyway, no idea where in the foreign quarter. She is, or he is. I really have no idea. Oh, she's in the plaza. Okay, here we go. He said in the plaza. It's lucky you can look that up, isn't it? What the exact bit of dialogue was in your journal. Otherwise, we would have been here for a while. So we're going to go all the way to the top and find this Khajiit. Might already be dead, to be honest with you. He might just immediately disappeared because Mr. Lalu has sent all his agents after her or something. I don't know. Oh, I guess we have to walk around here. But I want to figure out whether there's anything to it or not, just because I can. Even if it involves an inordinate amount of plod up and down ramps in Vivek. Plod, etc, etc. My draw distance is a bit shit. Is that because of the weather? Or is that because of my graphics settings? Because my game is running very, very smooth at the minute, and I could honestly... Well, fairly smooth, actually. Having said that, it's a bit funny if I look over in that direction. Never mind. Okay. So, we're looking for a Khajiit. Well, I think we are, anyway. I see no Khajiits here, though. Don't think they're going to be in a guild, are they? You never know. Yeah, it's just a couple of smiths and the Fighters Guild and Mages Guild here, isn't it? Maybe there's a secret door somewhere. I wouldn't put it past it. This is Morrowind, after all. It does like its secret entrances to places. Anything back here? No. I feel like there used to be a Khajiit wandering around here. From the last few times I've been up here, I vaguely seem to recall a Khajiit. Of course, I could be confusing it with any of the other plazas in Vivek, but I think there was a Khajiit here, and they've now disappeared. So I suspect that is what has happened. Now I've done that. You know, Lalu has chased him off. Either gotten rid of him, or they've gotten wind of what's going on and just disappeared all of their own accord. Because, yeah, there's no one here that's a Khajiit. I'm pretty sure there's none in the Fighters Guild. So yeah, all right then. Well, you know, it was worth checking out. I feel. I think there used to be a Khajiit NPC wandering around up here. Never made a note of their name, obviously, because it's just random NPCs in the street. You never bother making a note of their names. But yes, I think whoever it was has disappeared. Never mind. So, Honourable execution of Tira Belvain. He may be found in Shara. To get there, I must go to Dagon Fell and follow the road south past the Dwemer Ruins and then west until a branch heads southwest to the coast. Shara will be to the south. Oh my god, classic Morrowind directions right there. Well, first things first, we need to get to Dagon Fell. Now, I could walk all the way up there from here. I don't think I'm going to, though, because that would be ridiculous, and it would take about 4 videos to do. And to be quite honest with you, like, here's the thing. I originally intended... Someone asked me this the other day, actually. That down there is probably why I'm getting a bit of choppy frame rates. Yeah, modded Morrowind, like with the graphics extender and stuff, is sort of quite hardware intensive, let's put it that way. Because it's all, it's an old as shit 32-bit application that's not really modded, what's the word I'm looking for? Not really optimized for modern systems, so it's kind of like playing, like, I don't know, original Rome Total War modded or something like that. It's one of those old games that can't make much of your new system and really just relies on single-core CPU performance for a lot of stuff. So even if you've got like the newest fucking badassest computer on the market, you still probably can't run the graphics extender on ridiculously high settings without lag. So... Got a new mouse, by the way, if you've not been watching my other videos. The sensitivity is a bit... I'm still getting used to it, so that's why you're probably seeing my view twitch around a little bit more than usual. I can adjust the DPI on the fly, but it gets ridiculous. Like, stupid, like, I'm barely moving like my mouse even like half an inch right now, and I'm able to do just 360 like that. Whee! Sorry if that's made you horribly dizzy and vomiting all over the place, but yeah. Well, that's even worse. Oh my god! Whoa. I don't know who can play games on those settings. I can put it down to the minimum DPI, which is reasonable, but that messes up all my other games, so this seems to be okay. In fact, you know what, I can probably adjust it in my controls here somewhere, yeah. The litmus test is going to be on next time I try and play Stalker, because Stalker is one of the games which I simply could not play with my old voice cracking there. Dear me. I simply could not play with my old mouse, because the mouse sensitivity in the menus was so comically low, you couldn't do anything. Like, you couldn't use the inventory screen properly, so I just couldn't play the game. So I need to run that up at some point and see how it gets on. I think I will tune my mouse sensitivity settings in Windows and on using the DPI on the actual mouse itself around that game and try and make everything else fit it, basically. So yeah, right. I believe we can get a boat to Dagon Fell, so that is what I'm going to do. Yeah, no, I think so. Instead of going all the way up there. Now, what was I going to... I was going to say something and I got distracted there. Yeah, so people asked me, like, did you originally plan to, like, do Morrowind with like, chapter-style formats, like, with your other Let's Plays? And the truth is... Oh, I love this guy. You know, what Imperial entanglement's going to get you help you avoid this day? Alright, Han Solo. You can take me to... Let's see... Hala Awed to start with. Yeah, anyway, I got asked if I originally intended to do this Let's Play in a sort of chapter format, and the answer is yes. Originally, that was totally my plan. However, I have yet to come to a point where I felt like it was worth stopping. Oh my days, that is gorgeous. That is actually beautiful. Look at that sunset. That's so cool. God damn, you know what? This game does look amazing with the graphics extender installed. I'm not going to lie. That is fantastic. Oh, the Tamriel Rebuilt stuff over there. I haven't checked if they've released any updates for that, actually. I need to go do that. Tamriel Rebuilt is amazing. My favourite mod for any game ever. Full stop. Hands down. No contest. Anyway, right, we're not stopping here. In this swamp town. Blech. No, I want you to take me to Gnar Market, which is even further up the coast. And now it's night time. Hooray. We are now, yeah, we're here. So we've basically just gone whoop, and then whoop. I wish I had the real-time boats mod and Silt Striders mod, but unfortunately I don't, because it's not compatible with what's it called? Morrowind Rebirth? That's the one, yeah. It's not compatible with that, so that really sucks. Because otherwise I would have used that. It'd be a lot more immersive than just instantly fast travelling. But anyway, we've gone from there, to there, to there, and then we'll probably end up there. And then we'll go up there. So, this is kind of expensive, but trust me, it's saving us about 3 videos of wandering through the wilderness. If you were an old man, I think this is what you probably do too anyway, so... Got a price on your head. What? Oh, I do have a price on my head. Well, shit. Is there a guard somewhere around here I can just quickly pay off? It's only 500 gold. Hello? When did I get that from? I think it was from that incident with Mr. Argonian dickhead. With the Dark Brotherhood contact. Yeah, he sort of managed to magically report me to the guards even though there was nobody there. Anyway, Dagon Fell's where I want to go. 73 gold for one trip. Jesus Christ, this has been expensive. I might have to walk all the way back home. Actually, I won't need to because I can do a recall spell, can't I? Yeah. You what, mate? That was a startlingly loud sniff, that was. Who the hell are you? Map of the Empire. Travel to Gnosis. I think you're new. I don't remember you before, because you're normally the... Yeah, you're the normal travel person here. So what the fuck's your deal? Weird. Anyway. Must be a Morrowind Rebirth thing. I can only assume. Anyway. Welcome to Dagon Fell. Land of the Nords, really, actually. It's a small Nord village up here in the northernmost tip of the arse end of nowhere. It might have been fun to walk all the way up here, to tell you the truth, but, yeah, because we would have gone through all the Ashlands and stuff, but it really would have taken forever, and that brings me back to the point I've been trying to make, but I keep getting distracted. I originally planned this to be sort of chapter-based thing, but I keep, as I keep trying to say, I've never gotten to a point where it felt like it was worth stopping at a sort of chapter point, if you see what I mean. Like, haven't really come to a sort of good bookend in the overall sort of arc of the sort of character's story, if you like, so far. I kind of originally thought, I'm not going to lie, and this is probably the way I will do it, to be honest with you. I originally thought once I finish the Morag Tong, then that will be, well, done. Chapter 1. However, we've been here for a silly amount of videos so far. I think this will be like video 45, I think it is, yeah. So, I don't know. I might have to sort of use slightly larger bookends. Like kind of what I did with the original Oblivion Let's Play, where I did volumes. It might have to be like that, honestly, because Morrowind's such a long fucking game that takes forever to do anything in. That might kind of be how things have to be done. I don't remember some of this stuff here. I think this might be added by mods and things. I like the big statue. Yeah, so this is all like a Dwemer ruin thing, but the Nords have gone and built a sort of village up here. Brackets, sniff, block capitals. Got a little sort of inn type thing here, I think. Yeah. Oh, look at this. Great. Grief Sujama Mazte. Rooms to rent. Hot food. The end of the world in, yeah. Now, the question is, do they actually have rooms for rent? Because in the original game, I can tell you for certain they did not. At least not to the player. Oh my god, look at a little menu. I can't read it, though. Starters? Roasted something or other? It's the text is too small. Sarnia the clerk. Everyone knows you've got a price on you. Oh yeah, I know. There's not even any guards around. Oh no, there are. There are. What am I talking about? There are guards here. Let me just get rid of this bounty on my head because it's irritating me. All the bloody default dialogue for greeting is being overwritten. Present writs. That's not going to cut it, is it, really? Yeah, because we turned ourselves involuntarily, he's given us 50 gold off the bounty, which is pretty sweet. What is awesome, by the way, is if you... And I really should have thought this before I talked to him. If you butter up a guard and they really, really like you, they'll actually just look the other way and make your find disappear. It's kind of awesome, depending on how big it is, but... Yeah, pay gold. And because this is Morrowind, we won't get dragged away to a castle or something in order to pay the fine. So, there you go, just hand him the bag of gold and off we go. Because that isn't an opportunity for corruption. Fucking, he's probably just pocketed that. And he's going to take it home with him. And not do anything. It says Dagon fell, blah 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 blah. Yeah, so you don't do beds. For fuck's sake, really? I am carrying skooma, aren't I? Yeah. I must, well, obviously, because she said I was, and they never actually lie about that. Where's the skooma? Oh. You know, it's more trouble than it's fucking worth, that stuff. Yeah, you don't offer beds either, so here's the thing. I don't think they actually do rooms here, even though the sign said it. There's the renter rooms bit there, that's always been there, but you can't actually rent any of the rooms. Sold fine hair. Well, you do have a fine mustache. I'm sold fine hair, smuggler. You're very open about that, aren't you? Vongvild. Hi, Vongvild. Imagine you're up here looking for Dwemer ruins. All over the place up on this island. Folks come hunting Dwemer artifacts, never mind the Emperor's laws, none of my business. Oh, that was a bit weird. A bit of a delay there with me activating the door for it till it actually, you know, did its thing. What the actual? Rarek the Lean. Do a little of this, a little of that. Really? I would never have guessed. Okay. Now, do you offer beds? No, you don't. Okay, so the sign was lying, basically, again. As in the original game, you can't actually rent a room here. I don't know whether that's, like, deliberate, or maybe the developers just genuinely forgot to add that bit of dialogue. I wouldn't be surprised if that was the case. Because it seems a bit odd for the only settlement up here in the arse end of nowhere for, like, hundreds of miles. It doesn't actually allow you to rent a room. Because there's no other settlements around here at all. Like, if you ignore Tamriel Rebuilt, which wasn't in the original game, the closest settlement is Cool down there, and one of the Telmani bits down here somewhere. So all of this, there ain't shit here. Unless you count maybe some of the Ashlander camps, but I don't really count those. Filthy savages, etc., etc. Anyway. So, let's have a look at these god-awful instructions. Go to Dagon Fell and follow the road south past the Dwemer ruins. And then west until a branch heads southwest to the coast. So, road south past the Dwemer ruins. So we need to go down this way. So yeah, I'm thinking it's probably going to be a case of sort of volume 1 of I mean, there's really no distinction. It's just I call them volumes because they were much longer than chapters, or what I would consider to be a chapter, but I don't fucking know. Because we're still a little while off being anywhere near finishing the Morag Tong, so we've got a while to go yet. And it really all depends on how much fast travelling I want to do. We've done a lot of sort of foot slogging across, you know, the entire landscape for quite a while now. Like, we did it when we went up to Nisus there. And as a result, we are now on video number 45 and still haven't finished even the first faction questline. So I figure we're going to pick up the pace ever so slightly here now. This looks interesting. So this is the road south, isn't it? I think. I mean, God, you know, it's not terribly specific, but... Oh, come on! You can't just, like, activate the battle music and then fuck off. God, I hate cliff races. Dickhead. Right, I'm just going to go in here. Fuck you. Screw you, man! Okay. Let me just take stock of what the hell we're equipped with right now. Blade of Punishment. Steel Fire Sword. Yeah, I keep meaning to level up my long blade a bit, but I never do I? Just can't resist the stabby action. Also, we have almost no carrying capacity free. That's an issue. Because our strength is a bit rubbish, but oh well. I'm an old man! Put my Velothian helm back on. Oh yeah, there's that. Sorkvild's tower. Alright, I feel like I might end up actually just sort of running into something far more dangerous by entering here, but screw it. We don't see a random tower just hanging around like this and not go into it. I mean, come on. It's begging to be explored. Now, do I have any lights? I've already got my Night Eye ring on, but that's kind of not enough, to be honest with you. It's quite a weak Night Eye effect. Didn't used to be, but ever since, well, whatever, we'll roll with it for now. Ever since I changed my monitor settings to the correct ones, it's been a bit of an issue. You don't look even slightly friendly. Neither do you. Amazingly, I haven't been discovered yet. My God, am I actually sneaking past enemies for once? In Morrowind, that never happens. Laura Longleg, are you actually hostile or not? It's difficult to say. Let's go with the assumption that you are. And even if you're not, it hardly matters because I'm an evil scumbag and I want your stuff. Never mind. Shouldn't have sat around internal monologuing for so long, I guess. Wow, you've got a lot of health. I don't need to hit by whatever that is you're using right now, so... Eat Stunlock. Knave. Laura Longleg, thank you for the absolutely nothing worth taking. Apart from that, but it's stupendously heavy, so screw it. Never mind. Were you guarding anything worth having? A Dwemer scroll? I think so. Oh, yes, lots of Dwemer bits and bobs. Nice. Those Dwemer scrolls didn't exist in the original game, by the way. That's been added by Morrowind Rebirth, and I think it's quite cool at that. A Limeware platter? Oh my days. It's owned, apparently. What? I'm going to have it anyway. Thank you very much. You know, you can never say no to a Limeware platter. Unless you're like level 60 and you have 10 million gold coins already. Not an uncommon occurrence in Morrowind, by the way. You kind of reach a point with this game where you break it completely, just by virtue of how high a level you are. Not going to be able to sneak, but oh, unless you decide to move for me, thank you. Except you're facing this way still, so... Alright, get ready to be yelled at.
This is the end of you.
Oh, come on, I was hidden and I didn't get sneak attack bonus? I call bullshit game. Morrowind's sneak system is so rubbish. First barrier ring. That's a pretty fun little thing to have. Frost Eater robe. Very situational, but I'll take it. Ooh la la. Fuddle charm. Damage intelligence, 1 to 20 points on touch. I will do one, but I can sell it, so you know what, we'll have it. Dwemer shorts. Holy crap, that's not bad. You know, it's funny, you normally overlook something like a Dwemer short sword, because you almost never play as a character that has short blade skill, and yet... Hello, I wouldn't mind one of those. It's not enchanted, but... You know, still not bad. What can I ditch instead? Because there's no way I'm going to be able to pick this up and carry it, along with everything else, so... I've got a few swords here. Let's see. Steel Fire Sword. Steel Jink Blade. Blade of Punishment. I'm thinking I should probably just give up on this on this hope that I might one day be able to use long blades, and just, you know, forget about it. I can go in there because that thing's goddamn heavy anyway. There you go. Get in. That does how much damage? 2 to 18, 2 to 20 on the thrust. Fuck yeah! Whoa! Where the shit did you come from? What sword is that you're carrying? Saint's Black Sword? Cast when strikes, restore fatigue 1 to 10 points for 20 seconds, restore health 10 points. On self or on the person you're hitting? Because if it's on the person you're hitting, that's a bit fucking counterproductive. But hello. Right, well, having just grabbed... Damn it, I need to try this out on something now. It looks amazing, but... You know what, I'll leave that there for now. I need to go hit something with this and see if it heals them or me. If it heals me, then we're keeping it. I think that's a unique weapon, isn't it? It must be. That's awesome. Wow. 2 good short swords in as many minutes. That's... unusual. I think I might have just found a... I think if this is any good, I'll probably be keeping this for a while. Hell yes. There's a... Yeah, it is a short blade, yeah. Sweet! Of course, it doesn't have much charge, does it, really? Yeah, it's one of those things where you kind of almost be better using it in the middle of a boss fight, but I'm just gonna... Because it's so good, I'd be stupid not to use it all the time, just because of the damage it does. So yeah, I'm probably never going to get any proper use out of that enchantment, I guess. Because I'll end up killing stuff with it even when I've got full health, if you see what I mean. Alright, well. Sorkvild's Tower. Hello. You don't look terribly friendly either. You look like you might be quite powerful. Oh, shit, here we go. Oh, Bone Lord. Oh, shit. We're in trouble. What have I got damaging me right now? I've got Grave Curse, that's always nice, isn't it? Oh, the shocking left glove. Absolutely shocking. I'm looking for a health potion right now. Like a really good one, hopefully. You know what? I'll drink that skooma. Why the fuck not? Restore health. That's a bit shit. Restore health. Cheap. Bargain. Standard. I guess the standard's the best I've got. It's probably not going to be enough though. Wait, I'm losing health. This thing's already out of charge, so that's not going to help. I'm being poisoned, aren't I? Yeah. If I quickly quaff one of those... Yeah, that'll do. Yeah. Just suck on that one. Sorkvild the Raven. I think he's so fucking great. Right. And now I shall take all of your things! Maybe I should have used the steel jink blade with the paralyze effect. Yeah, I probably should have. Never mind. That never seems to work on anybody, though. Alright. Start using some magical gadgets. Get our health back. Lovely. Okay, so. Boom, 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 boom. Put the Perversion amulet back on. I'm pretty sure I've got that hotkeyed somewhere, but I don't know which one it is. What do we got? Silver Battle Axe. The Mask of Clavicus Vial. Fortified personality, 20 points on self. Oh my days. Hello. Nice. I tell you the truth, I genuinely forgot this was here. But I don't know. It has a fantastic effect, and it's worth a boatload of money. But it doesn't have to look silly. I don't know if I want it or not. You know, it's also heavy armor, which doesn't help. But I'm also diseased. Oh dear. Well, I think I am. The skooma's not helping, but yeah. Well, it's probably just mostly the skooma. Nice, well that's an extremely unique artifact, obviously. I'm over encumbered. Oh. What can I get rid of? The Blade of Punishment. You know what, you're pretty rubbish. You can go bye-bye. Oh, apparently that wasn't enough. And you never work either, so... I like my Velothian helm, you know, it heals me for one thing, it's also light armor. What's this, armor rating 8 versus 7, so it's only slightly better in armor rating, because it's heavy armor obviously, so. It's worth 14,000. Fortified personality, 20 points on self. What do I have without that? 32, wow, yeah, my personality is rubbish. Is it worth carrying around for times where I need to do some convincing-y stuff? But the thing is, I don't really need to, because whenever I need to convince someone, I can just throw charm spells at them and stuff. So ultimately, this thing is not terribly useful, even though it looks kind of cool. I don't think I'm going to sell it, not until I get to the Morrowind Museum anyway. That's the only time I'll ever get any actual proper like money for it. Yeah, we'll keep it around, but yeah, I'm not gonna make a habit of wearing it, I don't think. Alright, well thank you for the gold. Thank you for the valuable book. Scroll of Summon Skeleton, why not? Anything else? Amulet of Mighty Blows. I've already got one of those, haven't I? Yeah, I do. That's 75 gold though, so we'll have it. Belt of Nimbleness. Not bad, actually. Agility is a good stat to have bonuses in when you can get them. What else we got? Bunch of alchemical stuff. Cool heart. Alright then. Slowed soap. Daedra skin. Oh, God. Damn it! It's you, isn't it? It's the limeware platter. Sorry, limeware platter. Sorkvild's Journal. Volume 1. Journal of Sorkvild the Raven. Today I visited Tellerun and spent a pleasant hour discussing business with the Dunmer Saville Emain. I purchased a young Breton woman under the illusion she was to clean and cook for me because the last slave run off while collecting ingredients from Dagon fell. She was a pretty young thing, and it was a shame to snuff out her life when I returned, but my work demands a fresh corpse, and in these times, and the bureaucracy that goes with it, it makes it very difficult to acquire such a specimen without these means. I have stripped and cleaned the body, and other than the method of death, a slim dagger through the neck pushed up into the brain. She appears as perfect subject. You are an astonishingly horrifying and disturbed individual, and that is coming from someone who is indeed himself quite horrifying and disturbed. But I have standards, for God's sake. It's very difficult to acquire this specimen without these means. I have stripped and cleaned the body, blah blah blah. I've placed the body in a vat of freshly salted water to preserve it and to prevent the smell of death that always lingers in the air several days after a fresh kill. Oh my god, you are actually disgusting. I shall leave the tower on further business for several weeks now and hope she is ready when I return. My return from Skyrim was long and arduous, but to my cheer I find my specimen ready for her embalming process. After several hours, I now have a fine subject to work with. She is bandaged and indeed mummified, and she will be a loyal and strong servant for my needs. I must arrange for the carriage of her body to my island refuge so that we are not disturbed during the summoning. My minions have disguised the body by placing it in a large trunk and wrapping it in guar skin. They will easily pass as traders with the shipmaster, and Dagon fell, and the goods will be not examined further. The slave girl Morel has been placed on the altar, and I have dressed in her clothes, consumed her organs, and drank from the chalice. I don't know if I want to read any more of this. A circle has been made from strips of guar skin and has been arranged around the altar, and the marks of Arche placed inside it. I must bless my dagger before I cut the throat of a guar, and may its blood be sacrificed, a life for a life. Success. Morel is indeed everything I had hoped, and will do my bidding on demand. She has been dressed and cloaked, and although walks quite stiffly, she should pass as a sick passenger on our return to Dagonfell and my tower. My conjuration skills are surpassing that of the great necromancers of history, and soon I may command my own army of the dead and rid this land of the Mages Guild once and for all. With the aid of the helm of Clavicus Vile, Morel has managed to walk the town of Dagonfell without any concern from those meddling Imperial guards or the local townsfolk. It is only a matter of time before I discover how to enchant 1,000 such helms and ravage all of Vardenfell with my army. It may be just my macabre sense of existence, but I am beginning to find Morel quite alluring, and No! And my thoughts could even defile the Lords of Nick. What? No! Volume 1? I don't even know I want to know if there's a Volume 2, and if there is, I'm going to burn it, I think, just on principle. My god. Oh Jesus, there is a volume 2. It is a rare thing that a power-hungry, murderous cunt, horrible old cunt, to quote Bricktop, is disgusted by something, but this has really taken the biscuit. Wow. Well, if that wasn't a wake-up call to where this sort of shit leads, I don't know what was. I mean, just... You know, okay, so I stabbed that woman and took her magical boots, but, you know, at least I stabbed her, and then that was the end of it. And at least, like, she had a fighting chance anyway. You know, I mean... At least I didn't pickle her in a jar, turn her into a mummified servant, and then... No! Just... No! No! No, 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 no. No. Oh. Sorkvild's Journal, Volume 2. Oh god, no, what has been read cannot be unread. I'm out of here. Folks, viewers at home, if you want to find out what's in that journal, you can go read it your goddamn selves. I am not touching that thing again with a barge pole. Holy crap. Whoa. No.